Rain poured heavily outside as Mia sat huddled in her room, staring at her laptop screen. She had spent the last week engrossed in an online conspiracy forum that discussed various alternate realities and timelines. Ever since she lost her mother, life felt flat, like a faded photograph of happier days. The tales of worlds unseen called to her, promising an escape from her dreary existence. One late evening, her curiosity piqued by a fellow user's post, Mia clicked on a link that claimed to lead to a portal, a way to experience another life. It was a dubious message, filled with cryptic symbols and unsettling language. But desperate for an escape, she took the plunge, ignoring the knots of apprehension tightening in her stomach. The screen flickered as a swirling vortex took shape, glowing with vibrant shades of blue and green. Before she could comprehend what was happening, Mia felt a sudden pull, like a tide dragging her under. With a gasp, she lost her grip on reality. Mia blinked, her eyes open to find herself standing in a darkened forest, thick mist curling around the trees. The air was crisp and cool, the scent of damp earth filling her lungs. She was no longer in her room but in a world that felt eerily alive. Tension gripped her as she realized the forest was silent, devoid of any chirping birds or rustling leaves. "Hello?" she called, a tremor in her voice. No response came, just the oppressive weight of silence. Mia's heart raced, and an instinct urged her to move forward. Perhaps she would find someone, some semblance of life. It felt wrong to be alone here. As she wandered deeper into the woods, she felt a growing unease. Something flickered in her peripheral vision, always just out of sight. Shadows danced between trees, twisting and contorting as if mocking her solitude. Mia stumbled into a clearing, illuminated by a silver moon that hung like a watchful eye above. In the center stood a stone pedestal, ancient and worn, with strange carvings etched into its surface. Atop it lay a mirror, the glass perfectly reflective yet oddly opaque. Drawn to it, Mia stepped closer, her heart beating like a frantic drum. The mirror's surface shimmered. She leaned in, captivated by what lay beyond the glass. For a moment, she saw her own reflection, but then it began to shift. Another Mia surfaced, cloaked in darkness, with wild hair and hollow eyes that radiated a haunting emptiness. The alternative self smiled, a knowing, sinister grin. "You shouldn't have come here," it whispered, the words curling around Mia like smoke. "This is my world now. Why don't you stay?" The air grew heavy, and suddenly, the shadows coalesced around her, morphing into figures, distorted versions of her friends and family, all with the same hollow gaze. They reached out, their voices merging into a dissonant chant, "Stay with us, Mia, stay forever." Panic surged through her veins. She turned to run back into the forest, but the trees seemed to warp and shift, the path changing before her eyes. No matter which way she turned, the same oppressive figures loomed closer, their whispers intensifying. Mia stumbled backwards, unable to escape the unnerving grasp of the void. "Let me go, I don't belong here," she screamed, desperate. The shadowy figures froze, their faces transforming, mirroring her own despair. "Belonging," the other Mia echoed from the mirror, her voice a chilling lull. "You long for it, don't you? To be loved even in the shadows?" Trapped in the torment of her own thoughts, Mia felt their pull. Images flashed before her, her mother's last days, her laughter, her warmth, all the moments she had lost and mourned. Maybe in this alternate realm, she could keep them alive forever, though twisted and dark. "No," she shouted, fighting against the urge to succumb. "I won't trade my love for this nightmare." With a surge of strength, Mia raced towards the mirror. As she neared it, her reflection trembled, flickering between her and the other version, a tug of war between despair and hope. With one last cry, Mia leapt into the glass. The coldness enveloped her, adopting a voice that felt both familiar and foreign. She found herself collapsing back in her room, drenched in cold sweat. The laptop glowed ominously, a message flashing. "Welcome back, Mia." But the air was different, heavy with something unnameable, like the lingering touch of shadows. Glancing around, she felt an unsettling shift within her own heart. Something was watching her. In the corner of her room, the mirror hung on the wall, its surface not quite reflecting her image. The edges pulsed faintly, as if alive, A portal not merely to another world but a reminder that the abyss still waited for her return. And in that moment, she understood. Sometimes the alternate reality you seek can seep into your own life, twisting it into a haunted reflection, one you can never truly escape.